So there's some huge news being debuted over on the GALA Games Twitter today. Let's jump right into this. So we're going to be reading from this article that you can confirm is legitimate from the GALA Games Twitter. But as you can see, GALA Games blockchain new game Grit will debut on the Epic Game Store. Quickly before we jump into this, I'm sure there's some of you who may not know who the Epic Game Store is, although I'm sure all of you have probably heard of it. You've all heard of Fortnite, I'm sure. These are the people who made Fortnite. They've got 194 million users over on the Epic Game Store. You can download games like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2 over on there. And like I said, they've got millions and millions of people who are looking at their store. So this is absolutely huge for GALA Games. The only thing that would have made this better is if the Epic Game Store actually retweeted it or kind of co-signed it, but they haven't said any word on it yet. But if we jump right into this article, this game looks really cool, and I'm actually going to be showing you a gameplay trailer of it towards the end of the video. What's also interesting about this, before we do jump into what Grit is, you know, companies like Valve, which are, you know, game people, kind of like the Epic Games Store, have banned NFT games, and this is basically what it is. This is a web-free gaming company, so obviously they're making blockchain games. Apparently, companies like Valve don't necessarily like this, but the Epic Games CEO said Epic Games would allow them in their store. And like I said, this has 194 million users. If we scroll down and look at some photos of what Grit is, and give it a basic overview. Grit basically looks like Red Dead Redemption 2. This screams Red Dead Redemption to me, but it's not an open world game in the sense that Red Dead Redemption is. Well, it does look pretty open world. It is actually a battle royale title set in the Wild Wild West. If you couldn't tell by looking at these photos, it is built by Team Grit, which is this little company over here, working in cahoots with GALA Games. It is the first series of GALA Games titles that could hit the Epic Games Store. That is basically the gist of what it is. If you want to read more about this, I am going to read the article. I am going to leave the article to this in the description of the video. But that being said, let's jump right into the Fight with Grit Twitter, and this is where we're going to find their gameplay trailer. I'm going to play the trailer. It is this second one down for 55 seconds. Let's jump right into it, and then I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video. So that was definitely very interesting. This screams Red Dead Redemption 2 to me. If any of you have ever played Red Dead Redemption 2, then this basically looks exactly what it is. Like I said, if you want to find a few more gameplay trailers, a couple of photos of what the map will look like, and a couple of designs and stuff that they've got, their Twitter is here. It is, let me scroll up, at Fight with Grit. Before we do wrap up this video, I'm going to shamelessly plug my own Twitter at 618_cowboy. If you do want to follow me over on Twitter to get daily updates and stuff like this, then head over to my Twitter. That's all I've got for you today. Unfortunately, the GALA Games price has not necessarily reacted to this at all. In fact, if we head over to the daily time frame, you can really see, I mean, we had a tiny pump on the 4-hourly time frame. It really didn't seem like a lot of people are put onto this. In fact, you know, we're actually ticking over into dark green, which over on the squeeze one, which is indicative that we are probably about to roll over in this trend. But I do think this is going to be big for GALA Games in the future, especially if they do manage to maintain this partnership. When this goes on the Epic Games Store, I think this is going to be very big for the GALA Games price. Once again, that's pretty much all I've got for GALA Games today. Not a TA video, just a cool update on some stuff that they're running over here. That's all I've got for you today. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.